Good morning, everybody. I suppose what I want to do over the next 10 minutes or so this morning is just give you some background to a new programme that we've launched in Bord Bia over the last couple of months called Origin Green. And essentially what Origin Green is about, I suppose, is developing a structure that will allow Irish food and drink companies to show the actions that they're taking to produce food in a more sustainable manner and highlight the commitment that they have to producing food more sustainably in the future. And I suppose really from a Bord Bia point of view, the idea behind it is twofold. One, to provide that structure for companies, but two, and equally important for us, is to be able to communicate in the marketplace what the Irish food and drink industry has to offer when it comes to our exports of beef, of milk products and whatever else that we export on an annual basis. So what we've been trying to do, I suppose, over the last couple of months really, is give an understanding of what we're trying to achieve with this programme, and as part of that we've installed the services, as Padraig mentioned earlier on, of Saoirse Ronan to act as an ambassador for the Origin Green programme and to give a sense of what we're trying to achieve, what we feel the Irish food and drink industry has to offer in this area, and what we're hoping that Irish food and drink companies will do as part of the Origin Green programme. So I might just show you now a quick video clip that Saoirse prepared with us over the summer months to give you a feel for, just give you a feel for what we're trying to achieve with this programme.
We did not inherit this world from our parents. We borrowed it from our children. One day, we will return it to them. When we do, it should be every bit as bountiful as it was when we found it. That's what sustainability means. And sustainability is what the world needs now, which gives Ireland a momentous opportunity, maybe the defining opportunity of our time, because the rewards it can bring us all are breathtaking. Ireland can become a world leader in sustainably produced food and drink. It's a bold ambition, but it can be realised, because sustainability has always been at the source of who we are. Think about it. Our climate has always been this mild. Our landscape this lush. Our fields have always been this green and windswept and rain-washed. Our seas have always teemed with fish. The elements have always conspired here to make great farming possible. And that's deep within us. Our farms have been looked after by generation after generation of families. Our fishing industry too. All caretakers, custodians, protectors, because every generation has acknowledged one simple fact, that this land belongs not to us, but to the ones who come after. So, many of the things we need for sustainability are already in place, but there is much more to be done. To become known throughout the world for the food and drink we make in harmony with nature, we need to embark on a journey. It's a journey with sustainability as its destination. It's a journey we should make for this generation. It's a journey we must make for the next. We need to tell the world we're on that journey, and we need to show them proof that we can partake of the world without taking from the world. So come and join us. Sustainability is the destination. I can see it up ahead. It's within our reach, because it always has been. It's our destiny because it was part of our past. Now let's all pull together, join this movement, share this vision, celebrate the extraordinary source that is this country, and bring the food and drink that we make with such care for the world to the world. Let's all sign up to Origin Green.
Right, so why are we putting such, I suppose, focus on sustainability within Board B? Well, we look at an Irish food and... She always wants to play again, I think. But we look at sustainability from the point of view of Ireland is a food and drink exporter. We export 85% of our meat and our dairy products every year. And we see a situation when we talk to our customers in the European marketplace and further afield that they now have placed sustainability as a central part of their commercial strategies. It's no longer a reactive issue for them. They're now looking at this issue from a proactive point of view. They're developing strategies, and within those strategies, they're developing targets about what they want to achieve under the different pillars of sustainability between now and 2020. If you look at all those companies behind me on the screen, each and every one of them have set clear targets about what they want to achieve in their supply chain over the next number of years. And they're communicating that very strongly to their consumers and in the marketplace in general. You take one example, look at Sainsbury's in the United Kingdom. Last year they released their 20 by 2020 plan, which essentially contains 20 commitments around the areas of sourcing, health, the environment and the community that they're going to make and deliver on over the next 8 or 9 years. And if you look at those 20 commitments, at least half of them are directly dependent on their suppliers in order for them to be delivered. So as an exporting country, Ireland needs to be aware of that fact. And you look at the bottom line here is these companies are doing this. Number one, they want to do the right thing, but number two, they also see a business case for embracing sustainability. Unilever was mentioned earlier on, and I think they've summed up what they see the business case as being very clear. They have 6 key reasons. They feel consumers want it, retailers want it, it fuels innovation, it develops new markets, it saves money, and it inspires their people to look for new ways of doing things within their supply chain. So there are 6 pretty compelling reasons why companies like Unilever are embracing sustainability. We look at sustainability as offering an opportunity to the Irish food and drink industry. No doubt that there's challenges there that Trevor highlighted earlier on, but we see a situation in the marketplace where customers such as the Sainsbury's and Unilevers of this world are looking to their suppliers to help them achieve their targets. We feel the opportunity for the Irish food and drink industry is take a proactive approach to that and try and work with them to develop solutions that can help them hit those targets. That will allow us to build stronger relationships with them and over time improve the market position for Irish food and drink with these customers. But we're well aware of the fact that we have to have substance behind what we do. We need to be able to show credible actions and need to be able to show commitment to this issue on an ongoing basis. Also, we need to develop initiatives that fit with the strategic goals of the customers that we have. If we're to use this in the marketplace, we need to be tuned in to what customers are looking for. And I suppose if you take a step back, the Irish food and drink industry is starting from a very positive point. From a perception point of view, Ireland is seen to be green and natural, which is a great starting point. From a facts and figures point of view, on an emissions per unit of product basis, we perform very, very well. But we now need to take that and build it further in terms of proving it and showing what we're going to do to further improve our performance over time. And I suppose if I was to sum up the reasoning behind Origin Green, it's about pulling together what we see as the 2 elements of sustainability. One, we need to build that proof. We need to set the plans for the sector and for individual companies. And 2, we then need to clearly communicate it in the marketplace to get benefit and help the Irish industry deliver economic sustainability as well as environmental sustainability. And from our point of view, you can't have one of those without the other. Both of them have to be intrinsically linked if it's going to make a difference for the Irish food and drink industry. And I suppose what we've been doing in Board Bia and working very closely with Teagasc over the last couple of years is starting at farm level, developing sustainability programs for the different sectors that we have. So tracking emissions, looking at water, biodiversity, animal welfare, and seeing how we're performing and what we can do to further improve that performance. To date, we have about 28,000 beef farms that are members of our beef and lamb quality assurance programme that have taken part in that programme at farm level. And we're now looking at extending that into dairy and other agricultural sectors as well. What Origin Green does next is it takes the manufacturing side of the business and asks companies to sign up to a sustainability charter. And essentially what we're asking the companies to do is develop a sustainability plan for their business. And that plan will have to decide on key target areas under the sustainability agenda that company is going to focus on. It needs to set a base year from which we can track and monitor progress that they're making. They need then for each of the target areas set timelines and what targets they're going to aim to achieve over the period of that plan. And finally, we ask them to commit to reporting on an annual basis on the progress that they're making. In return for that, we offer them independent verification of their sustainability plans through the SGS group, who are now the independent verifiers as part of Origin Green. And what we're looking at in the sustainability plan is areas such as emissions, energy, waste, water, biodiversity, and seeing what companies can do to deliver improvements in each of these key areas. And all the time thinking about A, what's possible for them to do, but B, what will give them benefit from a financial point of view in terms of a cost reduction and also benefit in the marketplace. I suppose, how do you go about signing up to Origin Green then? Well, we have a 3-stage process. Number 1, you register your interest on origingreen.ie. Then we'll hold a series of planning workshops and work with companies to help them develop their plans. And indeed, James, who's speaking after me, is involved through greenbusiness.ie in helping companies develop those plans. So then once the plan is developed, that will be formally reviewed by the SGS group, and subject to that approval, companies become full members of the programme and are then able to use all of the communication vehicles that we will be developing and campaigns that we will be developing on Board BIA to build awareness of the Origin Green programme. So that's where we're at on Origin Green. It's still early days. Obviously, it was launched the 21st of June. At this stage, we've almost 70 companies signed up to it, which between them would account for just over half of food and drink exports on an annual basis. If you want to get some further information on it, just log on to origingreen.ie, and you can also register there if you have any interest or any queries. We'll also deal with them at that particular point. So that's a quick run through what the programme is trying to achieve, and I'd just like to thank the organisers for the opportunity to give you a feel for what we're trying to do. Thank you very much.